Tinubu sacrificed one of Nigeria's wealthiest states to reward Wike for helping to manipulate election in Rivers, Sowore speaks. My dear listeners, concerning the issue going on in Rivers State, here is Sowore that has come out to say Tinubu has sacrificed one of Nigeria's wealthiest states to reward Wike for helping to manipulate election in Rivers State. Isn't that obvious? So now moving down to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share, and please stay tuned as I read today's news. Human rights activist Omoyele Sowore has accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of sacrificing the entire Rivers State to a political godfather, Wike, who happens to be his friend, against the wishes of the state's people. Sowore said the president's recent declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State amounts to anarchy, as Tinubu unilaterally removed a democratically elected governor and installed a sole administrator. Speaking on Channels TV Thursday morning about the president's declaration, Sowore said it is important to state here that we are witnessing impunity in its most obvious form. He said when the president of a country can sacrifice an entire state, one of Nigeria's richest and most prominent states, on the altar of political convenience to please a godfather who is his friend, then Nigerians are in trouble. The human rights activists alleged that President Tinubu declared a state of emergency because he is politically ally. The Federal Capital Territory Minister Wike had helped him win the presidency through electoral manipulation in the state. Sowore further alleged that Tinubu and Wike's remain objective is to control the state's treasury and are already strategizing for future elections. They are looking at how to manipulate the next election cycle. That is the motivation behind all of these. Every step leading up to this move was designed to consolidate power for the godfather, he said. He continued, "What I find despicable and unacceptable is that certain people in this country can predictably engage in undemocratic actions and they will get away with it. They make it clear that they do not care about the people, institutions, or democracy itself. They simply remove a governor who refuses to play along by surrendering the state resources, and then they impose a sole administrator overnight. They didn't even wait for the National Assembly, which, pardon my words, which I called useless, to take a position on the matter. They rushed ahead with their plan because the ultimate goal was to release the state funds to an illegitimate appointee who was not elected by the people of Rivers State. Initially, the Supreme Court ruled to halt the state allocation until certain democratic principles were resolved. But instead of addressing those concerns, they have completely abandoned democracy altogether. Sowore expressed skepticism that the National Assembly would intervene, arguing that the lawmakers were only waiting to rubber stamp the decision. Even if they don't have the numbers, they will come up with some justification to push this through. But what matters is that Nigerians woke up. They have been too complacent, too quiet, and perhaps too cowardly. More people are now realizing the need to come together and reclaim the country, he said. He stated that Nigeria cannot progress when those in power actively work against it. Those expected to bring progress are doing the opposite. That is why I hope this crisis will force Nigerians to rise and take action. I am not calling for mayhem. They are the ones who have introduced mayhem into our politics. Justice is not about maintaining peace, it's the graveyard. It's about fairness and accountability, he said. Sowore also criticized the role of Nigeria's Attorney General Lateef Fagbemisan in enabling impunity and illegality. He said one of the biggest crises in Nigeria was the annulment of the June 12 election, and that decision was driven by advice from an Attorney General. Every time we face impunity, dictatorship, or unjust laws, the Attorney General is often the enabler. Maybe we should start scrutinizing that office more closely. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.